For the 200th episode of Hacker Replay, we have some Ubisoft devs and people from the dev team in chat. They want to answer some questions. For the bans, I have a whole spreadsheet on my other monitor with 130 matches, the submitter names, the cheater names, and then the match ID to try to streamline this as much as possible. We are going to go through every single match in order, and we have someone from the, I don't know exactly what team I'd call it, the comm dev team who will help ban all these cheaters. So I already have all the information there, so hopefully it should work where I just pull up the match, I show immediate proof that they're cheating, and then they just ban them as fast as possible. We have 130 matches. If each match takes a minute, that will be an hour or 2 hours and 10 minutes. So it's going to be a long one. It's obviously going to take more than a minute per match, so it's probably going to be like a 4-hour stream, would be my guess. I also want to express my, gratitude to you guys. One day I checked, we had 135 submissions in just one day, and it was probably about like 5 days where you guys were submitting like crazy. So we probably had roughly around 800 submissions. So obviously I can't include all of your matches. I'm sorry about that. Also, a lot of you guys did report the same people. There were plenty of times where I downloaded matches and I was like, wait, all 3 of these matches just reported like Evil Bob. So I just had to delete some of them because obviously I can't show the same match over and over and over again. Also, chat, a reminder to be respectful and nice, okay? I know you guys are, to put it nicely, passionate, but the devs are taking time out of their day to make this possible. So do not be mean, do not bully. We do have Wayfarer in chat, who is the one who will be banning the people. And there's Adrian, who is the lead of the anti-cheat team. If I'm not mistaken, I think multiple people from the anti-cheat team are with Adrian watching this and reviewing as well. I did not really check if the cheaters were banned already or not, so there's the possibility that a decent amount of these matches may already have banned cheaters. Nothing I can do about that. I wanted to go through and try to make sure we had as few banned cheaters as possible. That added way too much time to the actual process, and it was not going to be possible to keep up. So some of them might be banned, some of them might not. Ubisoft will confirm whether they are or not, and then hopefully we have more not banned than banned. For the sake of the game, it's better that they are already banned, but obviously we want to actually get people banned. I don't want to watch 130 matches of people who are already banned. That's not entertaining. I want to get them banned. Okay, there's one question. I don't know if they'll give a solid answer that you guys will like because it's a very complicated issue, but I will throw it out there, and if the dev team wants to answer it or can answer it, they can. Is there any way to detect players using Zim or Chronos? I did talk a little bit about this in my interview with Alex, and it's a very complicated topic, but if they want to give some insight as to what is happening and maybe what to hopefully look forward to, then, that'd be great. Okay, let's start. We're going to try to go through matches as quick as possible. In this first match, we have, I believe it's MF Doom. I have the wrong name, but he's accusing Bale, A, Rocky, and to watch round 5. Ideally, all of these will be very blatant. I did go through and check a decent amount to make sure that they are blatant, or at least somewhat blatant. And we'll see. If we're ever not 100% confident that someone is cheating, I will obviously not say that they should be banned. We need 100% definitive proof with no doubt in our mind. They are running around a lot, but not really doing a whole lot. Oh, what was that noise? How does he know that Yana's coming that way? They don't have any cameras over there. No one's on cameras, they're only on yokais. I'm gonna quickly check to make sure. Is he changing aim based off height? I don't think so. Oh, he did aim at standing, but that doesn't mean a whole lot. They have yokais on them. Chat, maybe first match is not going to be a Blaine cheater. They still have yokais on the Nook. Nook's not activating her gadget. How did he know that Nook was in the hallway? I believe... Oh, Nook did not activate her gadget. He's aiming at her in the hall. Really bad aim. Questioning how he knew that Nook was there, but I would not say that's conclusive enough to be 100% cheating. And I don't want to waste too much time looking at other rounds. Let's see how many kills they end with. Only 11. They only get 2 more kills between then and the end. Not conclusive enough. We'll move on to the next match. We have Make Game Good, who's accusing 4 people. Snow TM, Doki G1, DTP 15, and Probos. And it's all in round 1. Is that an Iron Sight Ash? It is an Iron Sight Ash. Guys, I'm gonna go on a limb here. I think it's a little sus off the bat. DTP left. Aimbot, locking on, killing everyone. Alright. That's the first Super Blaine cheater. We also have Doki G1, who's also locking onto him through the wall. So Snow TM and Doki are both cheating right off the bat. And then Probos does get 1 kill here. But the other guy left. I will remind you guys that a lot of the submissions, or a decent amount of the submissions, they accused multiple people. But sometimes the extra people are just like part of the group and they're not cheating themselves, they're just being boosted. So for sure Snow TM and Doki.G1 should both be banned. Probos, I didn't say anything, but I assume he was queued with them. And then who was the other one? DTP.1 or whatever was probably also queued with them, I'm guessing. We'll let UB make that decision on whether... I don't know if they'll ban people for being with the cheaters or not. I'm not sure. I probably should have had something to keep tab of how many cheaters, but I did not set that up, so... in this match, we have BKPK, who's accusing Ligma, and he said in round 1 and 5. Is that already aim lock? It like moves over and locks right onto his head. Aimed right at him, crouch level. I don't think he knows the map. I think he's walling for sure. He's like... seems to be in the know where everyone is. He kept looking down below because Valkyrie's down there. He didn't get the last kill. Said round 5 as well. Okay. Well, a little bit more obvious in round 5. He's AFK, Ash charges, which is, you know, you hear an Ash charge, you know they're going to come from a certain direction, and then maybe you don't aim at them right through the wall. Alright, Doki from last game has been banned. Let's go. I feel like tracking that Ash through the wall is more than enough. Especially after, like, how they were playing last round. I think it's enough. We'll quickly look at round 6, just in case. Alright, we have an answer about the Zim Chronos question. I will quickly read that before we look at the last round. Regarding the Zim Chronos question, we currently detect Zim and Chronos usage to spoof mouse and keyboard on console. Where most spoofing usage happens, in a future update we will apply this detection to PC also to catch the rare cases of spoofers on PC. Zim players on console are forced to play in the PC pool for 9 days where they will face other mouse and keyboard players. They also get PC recoil applied. Oh my god, there's more. Some players use spoofers only to tamper with recoil, and just to be clear, using devices to tamper with recoil is cheating. I can say that's one of our top priorities, and we are working into developing new detection systems to catch those. I can't communicate a release date at this time. Chat, there's your answer. So they are working on combating the recoil cheats, but nothing to announce right now. No dates. Oh, he doesn't get any kills this round. I don't know if we waste time watching this when he gets no kills. I think him tracking that Ash through the wall, obvious enough. In my opinion, should be banned. We'll let Ubisoft decide on that one, though. In this match, we have Josh Fryby, who's accusing Timmy Wimmy. And I'm going to assume this one's very obvious because I had 3 other people submit Timmy Wimmy as a cheater. But it's for round 5. Alright, Timmy Wimmy is staring at the blitz. What is he doing before this? He's looking at main door. He stops, he turns back around because he sees blitz going towards this door. And then just stares at his general direction through the wall, but not looking right at him. Charges him. I'm gonna say that he's cheating right off the bat. We'll watch some more. I think that's enough proof, though. I think that's enough proof. Alright, all the players from Bank match were banned. Also, the Canal match was banned. Dub. Here's another one. Timmy Wimmy. He is definitely cheating. Alright, match number 5. Moonmaker asked a question that I'm going to say something about right now because I know this is going to pop up at some point. The unfortunate reality is that a lot of cheaters play with people with racist names. I did my best to try to avoid including any of those, but unfortunately, the sheer volume of reports that usually correlate with racist names, there's going to be a few. Some of them are going to slip through. I'm just letting you know that. So you'll see them, and I will hope that they will also ban the racist names, even if they're not with the cheaters, because that is not good. But just so you guys know, there will probably be, at some point, or maybe multiple points, a bad name on the screen. But a lot of matches have them. In this match, we have Jonathan Moe, who's accusing Coomer.M80 in round number 3. Okay. Question for the anti-cheat team. With SiegeX constantly updating the anti-cheat, will we have updates weekly when we go to launch the game, or will it just happen in the background without anyone, cheat developers, knowing that it has been changed? I assume this is directly asking about the new thing that they announced where they can update the game without having to push out like a manual thing. Like they can just press a button and update it as much as they want. I assume that is what the question is about. Alright. Coomer.M80 kills the Thorn. That one wasn't too crazy. Oh. Instead of keeping his gun up, he just straight up sprints away. Audio. Bro. He still can't kill him. Okay, well, obviously Coomer.M80 is cheating. He is just shooting them through the floor. So as far as I'm aware, it's 5 people so far. Okay. In this next match, we have PC Jackson 100, who's accusing Kill Him With Peace in round 8. Kill Him With Peace is going for the wall. What that frost mat was. He's just standing out in front of the breach because he's too busy looking at the Valkyrie, who they have no drone on and no one is watching. Or actually, Ash should be watching but is not. So he's just staring at her through the wall but gets shot from breach. Interesting. In this corner. He looks at the stairs before Bandit peeks and starts aiming down sight as Bandit peeks. Okay. I feel like he is walling, right? It's possible he could just have perfect timing on everything, but he seems to always know where everyone is. Oh, he was waiting for the frost. The issue is though, like, all these peaks are the most common angles. And it's like, you should be looking at each of those places, but I think that's obvious, right? Chat says he's walling. I think it's obvious enough. If Ubisoft doesn't think it's obvious enough, that's fine. I can understand the doubt. I think they're walling. They constantly were just looking at the exact people that they needed to. I remember the question. So another question for the anti-cheat team, if they have an answer for it. It was a question about boosting. Will we ever get, or will Ubisoft ever accurately like detect if people are being boosted and then ban them for being boosted or boosting? Because that is a big issue right now. I guess they do ban people for boosting. They ban cheaters for boosting. But will they ever ban the people who get boosted? Because I think right now they only get a 2-week ban. So obviously everyone would love to see them get like a permanent ban since they are, you know, ruining the game and paying for it. Oh, we got some big answers. Okay. So regarding DMA cheats, which... Chat, I'm going to give you a little history lesson in case you don't know. DMA cheats are cheats where they can basically inject the cheats directly into the hardware and become basically undetectable. For very simple terms, they're putting it where anti-cheat can't see it. Okay? So the answer about tracking DMA was, as you know, DMA cheats are running on a different computer in the game, or I guess on a different computer as well, making them harder to detect. However, our strategy remains the same, making it as annoying as possible to make cheats for Siege. On top of that, our data detection systems are really good at catching those. As you might have seen in the past few days with the recent ban waves, we are continuously improving those types of detections and also doing R&D on new AI stuff that I really can't talk about yet. Confirmed ChatGPT works at Ubisoft. But from what I've seen on Twitter as well, a lot of people have been posting saying like a lot of DMA cheaters are, you know, gone because of whatever the new updates have been. Also, the answer regarding Shield Guard live updates. After CJX, we're looking at updating security measures at least weekly, and our goal is to increase that to even higher levels. The live updates will only require a game restart to take effect, and you will have some time before having to restart. They will never happen while you play in a match. This will double down on our strat to make cheats unstable and costly to make, including DMAs. So essentially what that means is that you will constantly, if you're a cheat developer, have to update the cheats even more than you already do, because they already have QB, and on top of that, they're going to update it even more. We've gone through the answers. We have Toe Sniffer, who's accusing Sane 2 goated. And what round is it? 2. Oh, what is that aim? Oh. He's tracking. He has like an aim lock. You can see here, he's aiming right at the glass. And it's following him perfectly. He crouches, it moves down. But his aim is terrible. God damn. Now we know why he got cheats. He's still tracking them through the walls. He does not know how impacts work. Oh my god. I think this is enough proof, because he keeps looking at them through the wall. But his aim is so bad. He has aim lock. Why is he not using it? Like, we saw multiple times he was aiming right at them through the wall, but then he swings them and he just whiffs. I think that's more than enough proof. He also, that person I can remember from the submissions was reported twice. So, not the only match where someone thought he was cheating. In this match, we have Ping Pong 107, who's accusing DTP HVH 158 in round 2. Alright, spawns, runs in, shoots the alibi behind the clone. He is already looking at Ella. Kills her. I think he aimed at the person prone before even seeing them. Too much happening. You could argue he saw the arm. Oh, and then he dies. I do think this is proof enough. At least, actually, let me check. They're on drones. There's no drones inside. Granted, this is a common spot for someone to hide in the Ella, but here, Ash aims at the alibi before even aiming at the Prisma. The dot is here. This is where the aim is going to be. So he's already aiming at alibi. And he shoots alibi through the clone. Sprints in while being detected still, by the way, which would give away his location, obviously. And then is already looking at the Ella through the wall while Grizz modded. And then pre-fires. I think that's proof enough. Sane 2 goated banned from last game. I'll try to keep this up to date. Answer regarding boosting. We agree boosters should be sanctioned. We are working on associating sanctioned cheaters with players we're squatting with, but it's a difficult problem. You could be squatting with someone you don't know is cheating. We will share more when we are ready. That is, the unfortunate truth is it is hard to tell whether someone knows someone's cheating or not. I have always said personally, I think there should just be a threshold. If you play with a cheater for more than like 50 matches, you know. There's no way that you can't know that someone's cheating after 50 matches if they're blatant. But then that runs into the whole issue of like, if the system auto bans them, does the system know that they're blatant, or are they being subtle and then you played with a cheater that you didn't know was cheating because they were subtle? It's complicated. All right, match number 10. We have Holy Kuto, who's accusing Poop-Honer. Wasn't his name 136 before? Am I crazy? He's standing out in the open, staring at the window. You would be able to hear Deimos get on drone. I don't even know if you saw them there. Go no outlines to see. Yeah, you do see him. Standing, staring at someone through the wall when you could easily be shot from this window. Oh no. Oh, or just AFK? Oh. Oh. Well, he doesn't get any more kills. I'm gonna guess cheating solely off of that first kill we saw. Like, the aim with the SMG-12 was so bad. Like, it was awful. And yet this guy has 5 kills. And he just almost perfectly pre-fired that. Who's pinging that? Oh, the bulletproof. I might have to watch another round for this one. Watch last round. He's 11-1 after that aim we saw with the SMG-12. I think that's a little bit more proof, right? He's trying to shotgun him through the floor, but it's a hard floor, and he doesn't realize it. And he's just like staring at him through the wall. He's trying to play perfectly around his position. He's looking right at him. Okay. He's walling. He's walling. I don't think there's any way he's not. Pre-fires him prone. No, he's walling. I also saw that the person from Console got banned. I assume this person's also going to get banned, so that brings our ban total to 8. Alright, that is the first group of matches done. I'm going to bring in the second group of matches. Wait, there's only 9 matches here. There should be 10. Did I not put 10 in this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I only put 9 in this one. Alright, now we have 10 more. Okay, this is a good tech question for the devs. For the new anti-cheat, you were talking about a system that will update the game's binary every week. Are you guys worried about tools/rootkits that will automatically find the new offsets for common things cheats look for, skeleton meshes, glow manager, etc.? I don't even know what half that means, but it's a good question. Worried about cheaters finding out how it works. In the first match of Group 2, we have Zephy, who's accusing Tiznavicki. In round number 4. Oh, actually, okay, I remember this one. This is one that I would say already. I watched this one. I don't think they're cheating, but they are doing something very scummy. So I watched through this round because they have a lot of kills. They're 9-1, but the thing is, they are, as far as I can tell, not cheating. They got, I think, a double kill there, or a single kill. But as you can tell, those are all reaction shots. He sees them, then he shoots. He does not pre-fire, he does not pre-aim. So I won't waste too much time on this because I don't think he's cheating. The thing he's doing, though, is boosting. And he's not boosting with cheats. I looked at his account. I think he was a diamond or something. Like, he was a high-ranked player. Every single person on his team is a copper. And I believe he is trying to boost their ranks. So either they're paying him to boost or, I don't know, they could be friends. Not cheating, but boosting. Not hacking, but scummy. In my opinion, it's bad. That's why I wouldn't mind if they brought back the limit of the rank disparity. Of your hidden MMR, at least. Being like, you can only play with people who are within 1,000 MMR of you. Because that happens a lot. And they lost because a diamond versus 5 coppers is going to just destroy them, you know? Or, my personal take, I've been saying this for years, matchmake off the highest MMR. If you have one champ with 5 coppers, champ lobby. Or 4 coppers, champ lobby. Don't want to play against champs as a copper? Don't play with your champ friend. Easy. Alright, not cheating though. And then in this match we have Nunny, who's accusing Hold My Beer. Wait, I think I have this person twice, unless that's just a common streamer mode name. In round 1. He's sprinting across the map while looking at the ceiling. Oh. He actually has aimbot as well. It locked on to, like, Bandit's torso and moved perfectly with him. But he is cheating. You can tell he's walling for sure. Oh, well, it wasn't obvious before. Good thing he hacked cameras. That's how he knew that, chat. Hold My Beer. Cheating. 100%. In this match, we have Halo Boy HWH, who's accusing E8I, however I pronounce that, whatever that name is. That player has been banned. After this one, I will update it. Alright, round 1. He's apparently cheating. He's looking over at Smoke, who's by white. Okay. I think you can already tell he's walling here because when he walks up the stairs, he doesn't actually check anything. Like, normally you would check heaven, or no, not heaven, New Balk, or like over here, or aim, like actually at the, well, I guess the bomb's not even up there, but you'd aim around. He's just looking around. He's staring through the walls, just looking for people. Honestly, I didn't even see that person. Or, like, didn't know that they were about to peek. Oh, because they're behind the bomb. But he's already aiming at them. Looked like he shot behind him, but I think he's lagging. He's also staring at the guy in red train. He's not worried about this corner. He's not worried about an angle too much over there. I think he's walling. I think it's fairly obvious. We'll go to round 5 just in case. His reaction time is too quick and his, like he just knows where everyone is at all times. Okay. Yes, you can hear the Ash charge go. You would know that she's coming from that general direction. But doing a 360... and then aiming right at her through the wall, and then swinging on her. This is a little different. Cheating. Definitely cheating. The hacker survived the calling. There were a lot of submissions with... I think I actually remember seeing your match, but there were a lot. I had to go through, and if it wasn't blatantly obvious right off the bat, I deleted it and moved on to the next match. In this match, we have Finny, who's accusing Flock.Swung. And it looks like he is cheating right off the bat. He's aiming at them through the wall, moving with them. Yeah. Bro, you have walls, and he's still missing. Oh, he C4s him. I think this is obvious enough that he's cheating, given the beginning where he was literally tracking him through the walls, and I assume he does the same thing here. Yeah, he's just looking at him through the walls. Okay. Block.Swung. Definitely cheating. He's missing because of the extended barrel. Honestly, you're probably right. You got overly confident with that. In this match, we have Candy FX, who's accusing Sanity in round 1. Sanity 2010. Okay, Vigil shoots at him, so he knows that he's in Harry Potter. Okay. You could argue that he knew Harry Potter because of the shots, but like, come on. He seems slightly new, because or maybe he's toggling more stuff. Block has been banned. Perfect. This guy definitely also cheating. Yeah. Aims at him through the wall. It's not even looking at Jim or anything. Oh, he's that new. He actually doesn't even know the buttons. He's trying to shoot Kite through the wall. He didn't know it's F to plant. He pulled out his gadget by accident. But yes, he is cheating. We'll just end the round and then move on to the next match. He's aiming at him through the door. Keeps hitting the door frame because he doesn't know where he is. Bro, what is with the 360s? Oh, did not mean to go to the next one, but yes, he is cheating. In this match, we have the Ramon Chad, who is accusing not LX_X. Okay, now we're at 11. Perfect. And it's in round 4/5. Breaks the door. I think that is cheating, right? Because he runs out and just like stares at nothing. If you're going for like a normal spawn peek, you don't just like stare I think he expected Nook to come this way and didn't realize that she came this way, so he just stops out there and then realizes and then shoots her. No more kills this round. Let's see the next round. No. No, he's definitely cheating. Look at this. He's just staring at the thermite. He tries to shoot the Monty through the wall. Yeah. No, he's cheating. Not LX_X. Cheating. 100%. In this match, we have Oshinko, who is accusing Perika. This person I know I got like 5 submissions for, so I'm assuming they are as blatant as can be. Accuse him in round 3. Okay, he jumps into armory. Oh. Could have been holding the corner. But he kills the rook through the wall. Or not, he tracks the rook a little bit through the wall and then kills them. He's aiming at the dog who's crouched. Alright, he's walling. He aims at crouch level to begin, because he knows Doc is here. He looks at him, goes back, looks at him again, goes back to the wall. Doc stands, and before he can even see him, he's already aiming at head level. This is the most you can see of him. His shoulder right there. He's already aiming at head level. Pre-fires his head. Also, one thing you guys will probably notice a lot today, specifically, we always make the comment about how cheaters only run chroma streaks. When I was preparing all of this and like preparing all the matches, I'm telling you like 90% of the cheaters that were super blatant all had chroma streaks. I don't know why they're all so obsessed with it. He's laying right next to a frost mat. Please tell me he runs into a frost mat. So close. No. Definitely walling. Oh, and apparently the R4C skin he has is 100,000 credits. So, makes sense. Ooh, this is actually a good one. So, big problem PC is Logitech scripts and Razer scripts. Will these be detectable later on? That is a big issue right now, is that scripts are becoming very prominent on PC, and they're all done through mouses, not through, like, cheating hardware or software. So whether that will be detectable. I assume, to touch on the previous answer where they said they're working on detecting no recoil cheats for console, I assume that would translate over to PC, but I will let them confirm. In this match, we have Uncle Ted. Uncle Ted, who is accusing Mr. Slurry.69 in round 1 and 4. Oh, he looks at their spawn. Somehow doesn't get punished. That's crazy. He was aiming at, like, the edge of the map. He wasn't even aiming at spawn. You would definitely hear that claymore. I could be wrong. I don't think you would hear that easily. He aimed at him through the wall. Looks like he's just staring at them. I'm assuming cheating. He already looked at the ace through the rock. No, he's cheating. He's walling. Sometimes it might be a very good controller player. That is, I have seen the clips from, I think it was Royal Penguin, who got a couple of like high-ranked console players to show off their good recoil, and they're like, it's kind of the same as looking at, like, or it looks the same as Chronos. That is very hard to determine. I assume it's I don't know if I add a number to the ban counter if they've already banned. In this match, we have Trainer Blue, who's accusing I Love Kanye. I spelled it wrong. I Love Kanye 3179 in round 1. Oh, this is a Blaine cheater. This person has already been banned. Okay. Makes sense. Looks like they are full Blaine aimbot. Yeah. Alright. So users already been banned. And then last match for group number 2. God, it's been an hour and I've only done 20 matches. I still have 110 more to go. We're gonna have to speed this up, chat. In this match we have Dendar accusing Horizi in round 1 and 4 for a very high KD as well. Said he had a 3.5 KD. The most common plane spawn peak. If I'm not mistaken, he didn't see that. I assume that's Callie at all, and he aims right at her through the truck. His aim is terrible. Oh, that's Callie. He's Hisham peeking while also looking like a bot somehow. Look at round 4. Oh, he just saw Fenrir there for a little bit. Could have been lucky. Gosh, just stood there. That's the only kills he gets, and those are the only rounds listed. Given how he acted, and apparently he has a 3.5 KD, I'm gonna guess he's probably cheating, but I don't think we have enough proof to definitively ban him. Because, like, if someone like that has a 3.5 KD, that's kind of crazy, right? Alright, group number 3. We're gonna have to start speeding this up. In this match we have, I think it's Ping Pao, who's accusing Tuhan and Cuban. Oh, he's got the Chroma Streaks and Black Ice combo. Not the Glacier, though. And yeah, this is round 1. Fuck, I looked away. Then he repels up. Wasn't perfectly on him. I know Tuhan pops off here. I think he's trying to one-tap it. Okay, no, he's tracking him through the wall. Tuhan.gg, 100% cheating. Even does not get any more kills this round, so... Okay, yeah. This guy's lame. So Tuhan for sure cheating. Cuban, I'm not gonna watch more rounds because we gotta start moving. In this match we have Zarkspy, who's accusing PCI Leech in round 5. Guy was already banned. Okay, perfect. Thank you. I assume that's 15 now, right? Oh. Yeah, PCI Leech. A lot of kills happen here very quickly. That was very fast reaction on the mute. That's all there was? In round 5? Oh, I also wrote down that apparently his stats are very high. Champ for... Wait, he went from silver to champ. XP says to watch 4 and 6 as well. We'll see 6. He did see Tubarow's hat, which is why he was pre-firing him on the rafters, but it did feel weird. What? So he's like kind of looking towards blue. He's staring at nothing. And then he pre-fires the Legion who swings. I don't know about that one, chat. And chat saying apparently he's a known DMA in Australia. I think... The issue is like he goes from that pre-fire on Legion to doing this, where he's literally just staring at Kaid for like a second and then fires. This is always the issue if it is true that he's a DMA user. That's the issue with them, is it's very hard to catch them consistently going crazy. I do think his reaction here is a little crazy even for a champ. I feel like there's not enough proof. We'll move on. We'll review PCI Leech further later. What is DMA? It's basically cheats that are injected onto hardware, whether it's on your machine or another machine, and basically makes it almost impossible to detect. In this match we have Ligma 245. Okay, he drops in here. He should be able to see Doc there. It doesn't. Oh, there's Cap Can. Oh, a 360. It is this round, right, that I have to watch? 1 and 2, apparently. You'd be able to hear that vault. The constant 360s are making me a little sus. If I'm not mistaken, he's aiming at this guy before he even shoots his teammate, right? Yeah, and he wasn't even aiming at the guy on the stairs. He's already aiming over here. Interesting. Doesn't shoot once until Castle actually is about to peek. He's getting pinged, but Doc isn't, but he seems to know exactly where Doc is at all times. So while looking at white, he knows that Doc moved from red to Shiko is what it's called. And then he looks over there, looks away, goes back. And knows Doc is there. I'll try to quickly watch one more round. He's already banned. Oh, okay. We don't have to watch anymore. Perfect. He's already been banned. Alright, in this match we have Rox, who's accusing Ibrahim 3 in round 1. Oh no, not the double mirror on site wall. He gets 3 more kills. just so undecided on what he wants to do. I actually would have killed the Capital there as well. I feel like he would not sit here if he had walls on rafters, because he would know someone's about to push him. But he's sitting there because he's waiting for jump in. He still doesn't know that someone's on rafters. That's fine. It's a little odd that he, the entire time, wasn't looking at rafters as a threat. But then after he kills Ash, he looks at rafters as a threat. Nothing crazy suspicious to me, though. That was the only round they told us to watch. Apparently his stats are really high. I think that was fine. Little weird, but could just been dumb decision making. Alright. Same person, this time accusing the number 021631588133. And he's accusing him in round 8. I think the mirror setup is worth a ban. Okay. Let's not get crazy and ban people for some crazy strats, okay? Because otherwise, I'm gonna be the first one out. My strats are awful. This guy has 22 kills. Alright, this guy better have already been banned. No way. Oh. He's literally shooting them through the wall. He's already aiming at Deimos through the wall. He's cheating. 100% he's cheating. Okay, well, if there wasn't enough. He is cheating. Already banned. Perfect. In this match, we have Diamond Draco, who's accusing Silly Billy 303. Alright, he's cheating. He's cheating. Alright. I don't think I have to watch anymore. Already been banned. Perfect. In this match, we have Hydran Gatan, who is accusing Bimoromic9. I'm going to guess this person's also already been banned, because I think I had 3 other submissions accusing them, and it was over the course of, like, the 5 days. Oh, okay. He's cheating. He just pre-fired the guy crouch level. He's cheating. He tried to shoot the guy through the wall. I think that was obvious enough. It's not a bad question. I don't know if they'll be able to say much about this. How will you be addressed stolen accounts? And the users who get it back after the cheaters have been banned, is there any way to verify any of this? I feel like that's a sensitive topic, because how do you verify that someone actually stole your account and is cheating on it? I guess IPs, maybe. But also, I have personally made a lot of reports recently where people have clearly stolen accounts with really old usernames and are selling the usernames, or I don't know, maybe more of them came up for free, because I know Ubisoft every once in a while purges accounts, so maybe that happened. But there was a huge upswing in the amount of like clean names I've seen. Like this week I saw Road, Epic, another person I think had the name of like AA1 or something. It was like very basic names that should not be available. But I'm curious about that, if the NGT team has an answer for it. In this match we have RNG Rodney, who's accusing Lucy9, and it's just round 1. This person I remember also got reported like 3 or 4 times, so probably will be very obvious. He's getting tracked by Deimos, so he knows where Deimos is, but he pre-fires him through the wall without a ping update. As you can see here, he aims right at Deimos, pre-fires, kills. Just in case there's a replay bug, I will watch more. We see the person from last game has been banned. Perfect. He somehow knew the person was on the staircase. He looks pretty lost for someone who I feel like is blatantly walling. Like his movement is weird, but he's swinging a corner. He's also, okay, he's looking at them through the wall to see if he can interrogate. I think that's gotta be proof enough, right? I think. He gets the last 2 kills. We'll just watch the rest of it. He literally looked at both of them on the ceiling and was like, okay, I can interrogate. Oh, he's looking at this guy through the wall. No, okay, no, he's cheating. He's cheating. Alright. We're at 19 total banned people. Either newly banned or previously banned. Or already banned. Okay, in this match, which I believe... Oh, match number 9 of group 3. We have Ben Force, who's accusing Zed Solus in round number 5. Zed Solus gets what looks like 4 kills here, maybe 5. He is walling. He is definitely walling. A little bit more proof just in case. He is walling. 100%. Chat's downing that he's cheating because they said it could be audio. You don't track someone perfectly through the wall like that. Let me show more. Alright, is that enough proof for you guys? He tries to shoot the lion through the wall. Alright? There. That's gotta be enough proof. It wasn't audio. He was looking at them. Alright. In this match we have a Maple Tree who's accusing Glators? I don't know. Glatortism. Guys, I think you might be walling. He didn't shoot the Scopos there, though. He did just ping that someone's there, but granted, the Scopos did just kill someone, so... So, you could argue the first one was a lucky shot, and then he does that right after. He's walling. Alright, that is now 29 matches done. I keep wanting to say 30, but I only put 9 in the first one. That's group number 3 done. In this match, we have Newcomer who's accusing Dam 300 in round number 3. Can't comment on specific cases. We always recommend enabling 2-factor authentication to help keep your account safe, and we're continuing to strengthen our systems to prevent future issues. I recommend reaching out to customer support. That is in regards to the stolen accounts thing. Oh, I feel like I'm losing my voice. Talking too much. Alright, Dam 300. Looks like he pops off here and gets 5 kills. Should be a blamed aimbotter, I assume. Yep. 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 Oh. Yep. Alright. Another cheater. Already banned. Okay. So what's that put us at now? Fuck, I haven't been keeping track. Are we now at 23? In this match, we have Lil Uwu, who's accusing... Kidding me. In round number 5. This person's already been banned, okay. Which I assume we're gonna see why here. Yep. Makes sense. Already banned. In this match, by the way, we have Mr. Tilbaggins accusing Top Frag. Mute ears? Okay, no, he's wrong. Come on, mute. Get some ears. In this match, we have Misus, which I assume is Tiuser, who's accusing Game Tech TikTok, who unfortunately might be advertising a TikTok. He's walling. You know, I actually have a question for the anti-cheat team, because I have an answer for my own question as well, but I'm curious what their thoughts would be. I don't know if they'd be willing to comment on this, because it would be, you know, not validating cheaters a little bit, but I'm curious what their favorite cheat has been in terms of just like interesting or funny. I think personally one of the most interesting cheats I ever saw was when the defenders were able to plant a diffuser and then defuse it right after. I'm just like, that boggles my mind how they managed to get it to work. By the way, this person's definitely cheating, but I feel like there wasn't enough proof. Let's see if he does something more here. Yep, he locks onto him through the wall and runs right to him. Alright, game tech TikTok, 100% cheating. In this match we have Zavo, who's accusing ha 16 in rounds 3 and 4. Oh, I forgot about the flying floors drone. That was actually pretty funny. I know it's not good to like comment in that regard about cheats, but I mean they are kind of funny. Adrian's favorite was the flying floors drone. It was a head scratcher and kind of funny. I completely forgot about that because I think that was only around for like a week. Now guys, I'm not validating or saying cheating is good or anything, but when cheats like that happen, it is really funny and it does make for good content. But obviously, I would prefer there to be no cheaters in the game. But it is good content. There's another cheat I'll mention, but I don't know if this would have been before Adrian's time or not. It's been a long time. My other favorite cheat was the Super Mario cheat. It was where... How does he know that Malusi's in that corner? It was a cheat where, as Sledge, you could run into the site during prep phase and hammer people, and they couldn't kill you because you were invisible. And it was just a floating hammer flying at you. That was a good cheat. Or funny one. I think he's walling for sure. Oh, these guys are like body blocking him because they know he's cheating. Oh. Definitely cheating. Person's already banned as well. Okay, perfect. In this match we have Pizzler, who's accusing main Kavumva in round 2. Be a full-time anti-cheat dev at UB. I don't believe I would have a lot to offer. As someone who has, I completed 1 year of computer science. I don't know if that qualifies me to be a dev. Alright, main Kavumba. Cheating. Oh my god. Got everything. In the next match we have who's accusing Barcode in round 5. There's a good question in chat that I'll probably repeat for the cheat team. Alright, it'll add to a greater scope of a question I have. Pretty sure that barricade's supposed to be up, but he just knows where everyone is. Is Skittles? I mean, that would make sense. He's 1 in 5. Sounds like Skittles. He's trying to shoot him through the vending machine. Guys, it's okay. I kind of like Skittles, so we're allowed to roast each other. Although, for those who don't know the story, I'm just going to tell it now. So, Skittles came to my wedding. The dude, dumb as hell. The first night here, they were hungry, so he went to a convenience store and got, I think it was Russian beef jerky, and then got food poisoning, and then was sick for the entire weekend that he was here. Dumb as hell. I think it's obvious enough that this guy's walling. He keeps pre-firing like perfectly and positioning himself so he can't be seen. I think that's obvious. In this match, we have Mina has Acid, who's accusing Mini Diddy 957 in round 2. Was that? I can't tell if that was a replay bug or a cheat. Oh, wait. His ammo count's not going down. Let me see. Is it tracking properly for other people? Because Mina has Acid, it'll probably track for because they're the submitter. Let's see if it tracks for Rook. I think it's a cheat. What are the odds that this is the only person in the entire lobby that it's not tracking properly for? And this is also a really old cheat where they were able to shoot without using ammo or aiming down sight. It would just be like a laser and instantly kill them. He's also fascinated by the metal detector. Oh, he gets another kill doing the same thing, just staring at them. Okay. Okay. But he doesn't notice the person on the desk. I'll leave that up to Yubi to make the decision, because what are the odds that the replay would bug out just their perspective and just their ammo counts? And that is an old cheat. That was a really old cheat where you were able to shoot without shooting. Chat's split. Weird cheat. Bug. He didn't aim down sight. His ammo didn't change, but everyone else's did. In this match, we have Chubb Raider, who's accusing Sergeant Big Dilly in round 1. He's looking at them through the roof. Oh. Alright, he's cheating. Sergeant Big Dilly cheating. Confirmed. We do it to speed up because, again, it's been 2 hours now and we're only 40 in. And then we have Chubb Raider again, who accused 2 people, and I remember these 2 are very blatant, Phrase and John Bray. I assume these people have already been banned because these are like the run outside and kill everyone cheats. Well, that guy, maybe not, but this guy definitely has it. So, 1 cheater in that, maybe 2. I assume he's cheating with him if he ran out as well. Maybe he just doesn't have the full cheats. But at least 1 in that match. Okay, chat, we're 33% done, and it's been 1 hour and 45 minutes. God damn. Alright, group number 5. There is 1 match here that I might skip just because we are already running longer than usual. I have it highlighted as one that I was like, this person accused, I think it was like 3 champs. And I was like, I don't think 100% they're cheating, so I might just skip that one. Alright, in this match we have Fent Fiend 710 who's accusing Say So in round 1. I think that's proof, right? He didn't even see him. Pre-fired before he even saw him. 100% cheating. He's moving with them. He's cheating, right? I don't think there's any way he's not. I think he's cheating. We're at 30. Fuck. Budget streamer doesn't know how to count. That's why I dropped out of computer science. In this match, we have you, who's accusing Troll My Team in round 1. He's tracking them through the wall. He's got full aimbot, but he doesn't know the map. Full lock on. Oh my god, he just got a collateral. Yeah. Cheating. Already been banned. Perfect. In this match, we have Small Meat, who's accusing Tinder is BS. It's true. I met Annie through Bumble. Tinder was bullshit. Audio. Cheater. In this next match, we have I Wanna Be Good, who's accusing Zykes.24. Oh, there's a racist name in this lobby. We'll get a 2 for 1, hopefully. The mute has a racist name. And he said in round 1. Oh, wait. Okay. He seems to be looking at them through the wall and then just sprinting across until he kills them. Only saw one kill there, but definitely cheating. Oh, did they have the Ash skin as well? It's really expensive then, probably. Is there multiple people in this one that... Oh, they also accused Big Chungus. Fuck, I didn't watch that. I'm gonna make this wider. My one column is too narrow, so I don't see all the names. Oh, this person also has the super expensive skins. Yeah, so Big Chungus, 100% cheating. I assume Zykes is with them. Did you just try to floor bang him? It did look like he did. I think they're both cheating. Actually, in that match, there should hopefully be 3 bans, if not 2. Racist name and the Blaine cheater. In this match, we have Lenore Dove, who's accusing Fork in round 2. Question for the devs, do they ever go on TikTok and just ban accounts off that? Because I see so many lives or TikToks of people saying cheating till banned day X, and it's literally just showing the wireframes. I'll let them answer this themselves, but I do know a big issue, because I've brought this problem to the team myself before. From what I've been told, the big issue is the legal framework that TikTok has. They are very, very bad at, like, taking down channels. They don't really care if you are like, hey, someone's cheating, we want to take down the channel. They don't care. Like, the TikTok company just does not care. So it's very hard to handle that. Banning the actual count would also maybe be hard. If it's TikTok, you can't really see the full match details, right? But it shouldn't be impossible. But this guy's definitely cheating. Fork 2.0, cheating. TikTok is such a cesspool of cheaters. How BattleEye doesn't catch any of it, I'll never understand. I mean, you gotta remember also, like, bans come in waves. They're not, like, that spread apart, but they do come in waves. I think I'm gonna skip this match. This is the one that I flagged as I didn't think that they were necessarily cheating, and I was only gonna watch it if we had time. But again, we're 2 hours in and only not even half done, so. Alright, we're at 34 now, if I'm counting correctly. In this match, we have Manny MD54, who's accusing Teensy in round 5. Wait, dude was just in sight with the diffuser, and instead of planting, he just left sight. Already a little sus of that. He sees the Chanka, that's fine. Aims at Kaid through the wall. That is not fine. He is definitely cheating. He did also do a quick check of the guy at Cool Vibes, and now he runs over to the Jaeger, who he shouldn't know is in there, but he did know was in there. I think that's proof enough. He literally locked onto the Kaid through the wall. In this match, we have E14, who's accusing J18 in round 1. See, he gets 3 kills right away. No, he is walling. And maybe aimbotting? I can't tell if it's aimbot. I think it is aimbot. He is cheating. J18.1, cheating. I know we haven't been tracking this, unless someone in chat has been tracking it. I'm curious what the difference is, or the ratio is of like already banned to now banned. In this match we have Blue, who's accusing Tired. Tired 346. Oh, in round 8. How many bans are false positives? I'd be actually curious to know if they have a data for that overall, but if I'm not mistaken, I do remember in the past whenever they'd mention it, it was usually like less than 1% would be false. Like when they did data bans and some streamers got banned. And they should show up, but he might not have his ban ticker on. I do have my ban ticker on, but if I'm not mistaken, I think the bans that pop up in the ticker when you're watching replay are the bans that popped up when the match was recorded. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure in the past I've noticed that like when I rewatch, I'm like, oh, the bans are coming through every time. I might be wrong. Alright, so Tired in this round is apparently cheating. Someone pinged. IQ pinged that Capcan was there. Then he gets team killed. I think that's Walls, right? We have his actual name. He has a 1.87 KD in gold. I feel like that was pretty blatant. In gold? I can watch another round just in case. Will Siege ever get Linux support enabled in the future? Can't add the entry guy for... I mean, I don't think he'd be able to answer that, since that's not really his wheelhouse, but... I don't think Linux is a priority, since Linux makes up, what, like less than 1% of the total personal computer market? I think he's tracking him here, right? He's aimed at head level, moves it down to crouch level. As soon as Glass is about to peek, takes his head off. I feel like when you combine that with the last round, I feel like he's walling. He was headshotting and pre-firing every single time with perfect aim. Our false positive rate is below 0.1%. Ooh, you know what I want to know? I'm never going to put in the work to find this out. Maybe someone else out there is willing to do it. I'm curious what my false positive rate would be. Not that I've ever banned people, but like when I say this person's cheating and it turns out they're not, I wonder what my rate would be. It's got to be higher than 0.1. In this match, we have Blokes who's accusing two people, Skidmark and LS31. In round 5, Skidmark does something suspicious, and then in round 3, LS31 does something suspicious. He's aiming at him right through the mirror. He's locked on. He flicked over the mirror as soon as... yeah. So Skidmark is cheating. Let's look at LS31. I haven't hydrated. I'm out of water. After this match, I'll go get some water. LS31 does something in this round. His aim's a little high, and then as soon as Dokkaebi starts walking up, he starts slowly lowering his aim to be more in line with her head. Takes her head off. Just food for thought. Oh, they're already banned. Okay. Well, then we don't need to watch anymore. Also, stat update from Adrian. To give you an idea, in May alone, we banned about 14.5 thousand cheaters. God damn. Moving on to group number 6. Finding out that I can update the replays without having to restart the game is probably the best feature I've ever discovered. I used to always restart my game after every single one, and then I found out you can just drag and drop it. It's amazing. Well, this one might be a good question, but I don't know if they can give 100% specific answers to it. When receiving reports, if a significant percentage of players report multiple games in a row, is there an automated review triggered? Sometimes we see hackers in-game that are clearly walling that have had live accounts for a significant amount of time, and it feels like even reporting is futile. I mean, I can also answer a little bit in that I have seen in matches, or was I in the match? I can't remember. I played too much Siege, where someone was reported, and then as soon as they were reported, they immediately got banned. There was like one report too many, and then they were just out of there. I think it was a replay. I swear they got reported, and then it removed them from the match by BattleEye. I do know reports do something. I'm sure it takes a lot. All right. In the first match of Group 6, we have Wenshuck, who's accusing 2 people, Secret OT2 and Y Nico 1X. Y Nico does something in round 1, apparently. Alright, so... yeah, he's walling. Nico already been. Are you guys like on R6 Tracker just looking up names as soon as I pull them up? You guys are crazy. And then in round 3, Secret OT apparently does something sus. Yeah, he's walling as well. Damn. Wait. Oh, he didn't get the kill on Blackbeard, right? But he's definitely walling and maybe Triggerbot? Reporting is really useful for us in many different ways. Players with a lot of reports are more likely to be detected by automated systems, and we manually review players with a lot of reports. Additionally, it's useful for us to see trends in cheating. I never thought about the trends. Yeah, if you see a shit ton of reports spiking, then you might be like, oh shit, a new cheat just hit. Also, I can answer this one a little bit, I guess. Premium matchmaking, which would be a low monthly fee to support live banning service and hopefully remove cheaters. Well, I have 2 approaches to this. So one, Siege is going free to play, but also premium, so you have to pay for the game in order to play ranked, which is already their like barrier to entry, making you pay to play. And then the other issue is that cheaters already in Siege pay up to like, I think it's like $10 a day for cheats. Depends on what their plans are and what cheats they want. I don't know. I don't know the details, but cheaters already pay a lot per day, per month for cheating. I unfortunately don't think adding like even a $5 a month charge for ranked would deter them. That's just me. Also, I don't know if you guys can tell, I'm getting more congested by the minute. All right, in this match we have Bandit Sam, who's accusing Zim by default and Walk Him Down. Zim by default cheats in round 1, Walk Him Down in round 4. Alright, Walk Him Down was already banned. We don't have to watch that one. But Zim by default literally sprinting into sight. Not a care in the world. Guys, I don't know if he's cheating. To be fair, I constantly rush into sight like that and kill everyone. That's why getting content is so easy. I don't think there's any way, though, that he's not cheating, right? Doesn't check a single thing. But then he dies to someone that he should be able to see. But, like, no, he tracks that guy. He knows. He knows. He's cheating. In this match, we have OnlyFans3994, who's accusing Dart the Musketeer in round 1. Looks like he's walling. No drones or anything, but he's staring right at the cab, and he tries to Ash charge her. Bruh. Alright, he's cheating. He's cheating, but also, like, the enemy team's not that good, guys. He's definitely walling, though. In this match, sorry, we have Lil Debbie, who's accusing Petiorito. And this is in round 1. Looks like he's cheating based off him just staring at Legion here. Not caring about the barbed wire. He's cheating. Petio Rido cheating. He's already been banned. Okay, now we're in the right one. Here we have... No, we're not. We're on the fucking right one. I have the right submitter. It's hers. I swear I think it's Braybean. I remember that name. I think I just copy and pasted the wrong name. Oh, actually, I think I know what it is. I think this person submitted 2 matches, and I deleted the wrong one. I think one of them I was like, no, they're not cheating. The other one I was like, no, they are cheating. I'm sure we can find this out. I think it's either Braybean or Zimrez, but hers wins. I don't know. I'm not going to waste time trying to figure it out. We're just going to skip that one. In this match, we have BM Stinky Guy, who's accusing Moso in round 1. I think it's fairly obvious that he's walling, but we'll watch a bit more to get more proof. I think just off of a quick glance, this guy does not know Siege that well, but he has walls, because he keeps getting surprised when he stares at someone and they're not visible to him. Yeah. He tried to shoot him through the wall. Moso is definitely cheating. So 49 if we count the people who have already been banned, 43 if we don't. I'm fine with putting the people who have not already been banned and just leaving it at that number. I like that more. In this match we have Diamond, who's accusing Fear 8. And it's in round 1 and 4. He aimed at the guy. Oh, I was going to say, I don't think we're going to see anything suspicious, but then he does that. Probably cheating. When the electrician in math was my worst subject, anything is possible. The worst part is math was my best subject. I was always a math kid. He looked towards the bandit. Oh, and then he just aimed at the dock through the wall. He aims at Clash, crouch level. This guy's definitely cheating. He's already been banned this morning. Okay. Alright, so I'll only update when it's a player who has not already been banned. That is the plan. In this match, we have Jerry Atrick, who is accusing Gay Femboy. No, he's 100% gonna run out. Yeah. Yeah, he's cheating. And then in this match, we have JoeRam.Arcus, who is accusing DMLVV104. Did we not watch this person earlier? I swear I saw this name earlier. Someone else now goes in that corner and he knows. He did see the barrel. He actually missed the nade, but Mossy still ran out. He knows his left is clear. Ready for the Scopos. I think he just tried to shoot the bandit. I think he has walls, right? I think that's pretty obvious. And then in this match we have Bob, who's accusing... Oh, there's one bad name in this lobby. The Capital, but he's accusing the Nomad. So this should hopefully be 2 people banned. One for toxicity, one for cheating. He is locked on. Yep. Alright. So, 2 people there. Slowly speeding through this. We are halfway there. This is literally the halfway point. I've seen a few people ask this question, so I'll just throw out there. I don't know if the dev team already answered it or not. About secure boot, which is basically the way that I believe Vanguard defends the game, where they have like full access. And I don't know what secure boot does exactly, but I know it's used for that. So I guess the question is, would secure boot ever be used for Siege? All right, chat, to get through this long workday, I need to take some drugs. It's an allergy pill. I'm hoping it helps with my congestion. Not the drugs. Don't do drugs, kids. In this match, we have Boomba, who's accusing Yas DQ in round 1. I say Bro's running without the mouse. I feel like he knew IQ was there. And yes, he does have chroma streaks, as every cheater does. He already aimed low. He knew Ash was low on the rappel. He didn't aim high. And then after doing both those kills, he rotates all the way over to Zed and stops because Grim is here. I bet he swings some, right? He's about to get a kill. He swings after Grim slow walks out of the corner to the door. I think he might be walling. I don't think there's any disputing that, right? In this match, we have Sticky Jalapeno, who is accusing Shai Charon, I don't know, Chicaron. Oh, in rounds 4 and 5. And would I say walls are the most undetectable cheat? I mean, they're definitely the hardest to detect because we can't tell for sure what they're seeing and what they're hearing and stuff like that, but it depends. It depends on how blamed people are. Some people literally track through the walls, some use it as just information. Chroma streaks? No, it's not chroma streaks. For once. Maybe he's not cheating. That was a really good reaction time. That was a bad reaction time. I feel like he's walling because he threw an EMP at the Fenrir through the wall, and then it almost made it look like he... Like, how does he know that Fenrir is not in the corner anymore? Fenrir could have stayed there. I guess he could just assume. It does feel like he knows a lot. He actually didn't even see the clash there, and he was looking right at her. But maybe he heard her. Oh. No, he's definitely walling. Alright, there's the proof. He aimed right at him through the wall, pre-fired him. My throat is raw. I think from just talking so much. In this match we have Kyoku, who's accusing Stompin30 in round 1. Well, he's cheating. He's locked on. Yep, he's cheating. Alright, that was quick. Somehow that went to 7 rounds. In this match we have Rom Ixzy, who's accusing Hold My Beer 4015. I don't know if this is the same Hold My Beer from earlier. I guess we'll get confirmation. They were banned already. And Karen was banned now. It is the same person. Okay. Then we won't watch this one. In this match we have Rockety, who's accusing Handling Cookie in round 1. Oh, wait. Oh, this person's already been banned. I just want to quickly see how obvious are they. Well, makes sense why they were already banned. Alright, we are speedrunning Group 7. In this match, we have Suzu, who's accusing Keikodo.dodo. in round 1 and 4. I was aiming at the ceiling. I know someone pinged that, but I feel like the way he played this is very odd. And he pre-fired on the left side. Yeah, any more kill? He dies. I'm gonna guess he's probably cheating. How many matches were submitted over the weekend for this? If you remind me after, I can go look at it. I did not look at the total. I do know that it was like 140 or 135 in one day, which is the most submissions I've ever received at once. Wait, what? What? How'd he get up here? Oh, he did a Mac B. Interesting. I mean, that isn't cheating. Getting up there is not cheating. I assume then he might have been reported for this because of his position. They're like, only a cheater could get up there. Oh, just kidding. He drops off immediately. I think he's walling. So, he gets flashed, and then he kills Blitz, which you could argue is whatever. Maybe he got lucky. He punches Blitz. Blitz is on his right, and he aims perfectly at him, 90 degrees to the right, and kills him while full flashed. Completely flashed, but he aims right at him. He was actually aimed on sight there. And then when he turns around, he looks right at Callie through the wall, stares at her, tries to shoot her through the wall. Yeah, he's cheating. And then he hip fires her. He's cheating. Was Mac B patched? I don't know if Adrian's team would have anything to do with that. I can say they did patch a lot of the fun stuff we enjoyed with CJX. But, I mean, part of the process is finding new fun stuff, right? So, in this match we have Johnny, is apparently his name, who's accusing Rehixz in round 1 and 6. I remember watching this one. I think round 6 was way more obvious. And Keikoto just got banned. Wait, he doesn't get a kill here. Why did I say round 6 was more obvious? Oh, that's why. Rehixz cheating. He still got shit on. He did. I mean, cheaters are cheaters for a reason. You don't download cheats because you're good. You download cheats because you're bad. No one who cheats is good. If they were good, they wouldn't have to cheat. In this match, we have Bridge, who's accusing RecTech39 in round 1. Based off of his 90 degrees up to ceiling look, I think he is cheating. Lion doesn't even know that Cav is here. He's cheating. RecTech is already banned. Perfect. In this match, we have Philly.iwnl, who's accusing Love Fent. Okay. What does the IWNL mean? Because I have seen that in all my years of hacker replay, I have seen this a lot. And I don't know what it means. I will never lose, I will not lose. Oh. Okay, he's accusing him in round 1 and 3, and I also wrote down that he accused him because he has a 4 KD. I feel like whenever I write down that someone had a high KD, it means that we didn't have proof that they were cheating. Although... Do you think Buddy knows how the IQ scanner works? Pretty sure he's walling. I want to say my initial thought is that he's walling, but he's being very subtle about it. Trying to play very passive. Oh, that was a reaction. He looked at the stairs instead of at the guy. Wait, is he just tracking the entire time there? No, that looked more like coincidental. Oh. I mean, I will say if he has a 4 KD, he doesn't play like someone with a 4 KD. Wait, let's check. He droned bar. He does not even push bar. Pushes in here. Checks a little bit, but not a whole lot. Oh, I hate this bug. There, now he's got his gun up. So he stares right at the recruit, doesn't shoot him. He runs into sight. Correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like if you run in here into sight, you would assume that someone's like over here or over here, right? And instead he just takes complete control and is not worried at all. I think this guy's walling. I think he's subtle. I don't think he's nearly as blatant as any of the other people we've been watching, but I think he's walling. He keeps looking over at the perfect time every single time. I'm unfortunately still slightly downing just because it's not 100% blatant, like tracking people through walls, but I feel like he's walling for sure. He could also be toggle walling, which is where they turn it on and off so that they don't always look like they're walling. I feel like too many decisions that were made there were questionable, but he made it with absolute confidence. And again, he has a 4 KD. I don't think he played like a person with a 4 KD. I'll leave that one up to UB to decide. I feel like that one's another one that's probably not definitive enough. Or further investigate. Okay. Let's say I feel like not enough proof, but as Evan would always say, something felt off. Alright. In round 1 of this, we have Solary. Submitted by Omerta. You just stare at him through the wall. You would not be able to hear this rappel since the window has glass. And he looks right at him, jumps out, kills him. Pretty sure this guy is blatantly walling. Yeah. Yeah. This guy's walling. Solary, cheating for sure. Alright, that's group number 7 done. 5 more to go. Oh, is the match ID on that one wrong with her? I can look at that one after. When I was typing out all the match IDs, by the way, chat, for every single submission on all 130 of them, I had to manually type out this match ID into the spreadsheet. This was the worst part of every single match. I wish there was a way we could copy and paste it, because that would be very nice. But yeah, I had to manually type this out. It's like a 30-character hexadecimal code. It sucked. What has been the hardest cheat to deal with? Ooh, that's actually a good one. What was the hardest cheat to patch? I don't know if they'll want to answer that because it might give information to cheat developers on what cheats are better. But I think at the end of the day, they're all fairly similar-ish, so we'll see what they see. When new merch. I can say that my hoodie that I'll be dropping hopefully soon, they are sending the sample to me. They sent it today, so hopefully I'll have some more news on that soon. Okay. Let's keep watching through some matches. I assume it's Klaus in this match, because the name doesn't match up, but it's Twitch Gunner Tony who's being accused in round 1. I'm gonna guess walling. I don't think he actually saw that open. I think he's walling. Let me make sure. Is there any way that he saw this door open? Because he lined him up through the wall. I don't know why we have no audio. Weird. Oh, I think he did see it there. Yeah, you can kind of see the door open. Let me go to like the last round. I don't think that was obvious enough. Or honestly, might not have been obvious at all. He dies first here. But we've had a few cheaters who die first because they line someone up and then die anyways. He didn't line them up. I'm not gonna put in any more time to review that one, but after seeing that he did actually see the door be open, I'm gonna guess maybe not cheating. Not enough info. In this match we have Nico Craft who's accusing Topple in round 1. It looks like he's staring at them through the wall. Another full flash person who he's already been banned, but let's see. He does aim right at his head, so yeah, makes sense. He was already been banned. In this match, we have Slush Ice, who's accusing Kurito Higuchi in round 1. He is cheating. He is walling. He is tracking. Yep. He is cheating. He's already been banned. I don't think I've updated the counter in a while because I don't think we've had any new people who haven't been banned already, right? Feel like the rest of them have all been banned. In this match we have Jazzy J who's accusing Butter. Butter gets an ace in the first round. Butter might be walling. I'm gonna assume, based off how blatantly this guy's walling, that he's probably already been banned. Yeah, he's definitely cheating. That's another cheater. Ugh, my back's starting to hurt. I might have to sit down. My back's hurting from standing. In this match, we have My Q, who's accusing V Fierce 7 in round 2. Do the Siege anti-cheat team work with Tencent devs now for the anti-cheat? I mean, I'm not going to answer for them in the sense, but I would imagine that since Tencent just owns a share of, like, the ownership of Siege, they probably don't work with the company. They're probably just, you know, are owned by them. Oh, V Fear. Very blatantly cheating. He is walling. And running out and killing people. Butter just got banned. So, obviously, the more matches we go through, I mean, maybe this is not obvious. The more matches we go through, the older the matches are getting. So, I think a decent amount of these are going to be people who have already been banned. Just because they are older matches. Apparently this person's also been banned, but I'll just show it anyways. In this match we have EBT. What? Oh, no, this is a different match. Never mind. They're out of order. God damn it. In this match we have Elephant, who's accusing iTunes in round 1. It's either out of order or I chose the wrong one. Oh, just locked onto him through the wall. You tried to track him through the wall. And died. I think it's obvious enough that he's cheating, but just in case. Jeez, thank you for the 5 more gifted subs from Hoagly Boagly. iTunes is at 9 kills. The way they were playing, I'm gonna guess. Oh, yeah. They are tracking. What is this black bar? That's weird. iTunes, cheating. iTunes has been banned, which puts us at 50 cheaters banned so far, chat. 50 cheaters out of like 70-ish matches we've looked at. That's not that bad. So what is this one? Okay, this person's already been banned. We got confirmation of that. I'll just quickly show you how blatant they were. I guess this is a good way to know that if you're facing cheaters like this, they'll probably be banned pretty quickly. Starts tracking the Maverick, and then pre-fires only once he sees them. This guy's already been banned. I am being promised 100 plus banned cheaters. To be fair, we're only counting the ones that have not already been banned. So a decent amount of these matches, they were already banned. In this match, we have Band Number, who's reciting from chat, who's accusing 2 people, Blue Dream and RSZ. 5 and 4. We have Blue Dream in this round. He tries to pre-fire him, but doesn't know the map layout, so he hits the pillar instead. Pretty sure that's probably proof enough, but we'll watch through the round. Alright, this guy was already banned anyways, but makes sense. Look, he tries to shoot. He pings over here, and then he tries to shoot the guy. He's outside, bro. It's grim. He's like on the other side of the building. And then RSZ was also accused in this match. I don't know if he was already banned as well. That looked like a reaction. He saw his toe. He was aimed really high, but he saw his toe. Based off that one round, I don't think they were cheating. Maybe they were queued with the Blue Dream guy. No recoil on the Vector. It didn't look that little. And, I mean, I don't know, the Vector's not terrible to control. In this match, we have Elo Seller, who's accusing Jack O 3T in round 4. I'm definitely gonna have to sit down after this. Or do I power through, chat? I've been standing for 3 hours. Is that bad? I think standing's bad for my health. hears the window break. So he aims. This, you could argue, would be just preemptively aiming because you know they jump in the window, but he literally aims at her head and then follows her slightly when she crouches. And like if someone's about to swing that, you don't want to be caught staring at the wall. You want to aim at the corner for when they swing. And then he perfectly headshots him through the wall. I'm going to say walls. Definitely be able to hear that. He breaks the window, gets downed. Doesn't really look like Vigil knew he was down until he might have heard him. And he gets killed by Claymore. I feel like that's not enough proof. I feel like it is because he looked at him through the wall, but like you could just argue that that would be coincidence or like preemptive aim just in case. He has 17 kills. The hell happens? You could argue he would probably be able to hear the sledge, but he turns on his gadget and aims as soon as the sledge rounds the corner. You'd be able to hear Grim repel because the window's open. It's so choppy. He doesn't seem that good, so I don't know. For someone who's this bad, going 21-4 is kind of crazy. He's a copper with a 2.28 KD at level 51. I would say, I mean, it's only 5 matches. I'd say the stats are suspicious, and obviously getting 21 kills is suspicious, but I don't know if there was enough there to determine cheating. I wouldn't even say it seemed like a smurf because he seemed really bad. Like, he was not doing a whole lot, but he somehow got a lot of kills. Anyways, in this match we have Gabba who's accusing Kaysen in round 7. Oh, black ice and chroma streaks. We've never seen that before, chat. Deimos tracking. I wonder if Deimos has made it. I mean, I guess this could be another question for the anti-cheat team. I wonder if operators like Deimos have made it harder for them to track cheaters, because I know for a long time before match replay, cheaters would always play Valkyrie and Pulse and then be like, I saw you on cam, I saw you on scanner, that's how I killed you. And then that would always create doubt. And now with Deimos, I feel like they could almost do the same thing because they just can live track people. Tracking Valkyrie. It's interesting that, I mean, he could have tracked anyone, but he did track the one person that's away from sight and by herself. And I don't think he would have had any information to know that. How did he know that? I think he's walling. He just tried to one-tap him. I think he's walling. He perfectly played that in every possible way. Actually, I'll watch one more round just in case. Unless they think that's enough. The perfect 180 to pre-fire the smoke swinging and killing him, and then going back to the Valk, and then going back to the Bandit. I don't know. And I don't think he'd be able to hear that. And he wouldn't have had any, he didn't have anyone watching the flank. Alright, let's see how he plays this as Ash. Okay. No, he's cheating. Should've just watched the last round. Alright, group 8 done. Now we're on to group 9. How many matches playing with a cheater that you didn't know was cheating will you get permanently banned? I mean, they said already that they're working on... we don't know the numbers and anything like that, but they are working on, in the future, banning people for playing with cheaters, but they just don't know what the threshold would be. Because it is... I mean, it's hard to determine, right? I can confirm that playing demos will not make you less likely to get caught. Okay. I feel like it would only really help people who are like very, very subtle, which I mean, I guess at the end of the day, any Intel operator would do that. Group 9. We might actually be able to get through all this. I don't know how much time we still have with the team, but we still have 50 more matches. That's so many. We've watched 80 or 79. We have 50 more. Oh my god, that's so many. In this match we have Starship, who's accusing Recruit 121 in round 3. No one's on drones, and he's just aiming at the castle, who's an arcade, waiting for him to peek. He's already aimed at crouch level as well. Yeah, he's definitely walling. Yeah, he's aiming right at him. Cheater. Oh yeah, these matches, starting from group 9 to group 13, all of these matches are from today. Or not today, like, a lot of them are from today and last night, because I did all of group 9 to 13 this morning. So a lot of them are more recent. Some of them are older because I ran out of ones from today. But, so I think we're probably going to have a decent amount of not banned cheaters in this one. Want to see this through so we'll stay a bit longer? Awesome. Thank you. In this match we have Light Rook, who's accusing Unali. Who is cheating? Is that no recoil as well? Let me check this. Yeah, it looks like no recoil. Alright. Walling and no recoil. Looks like we're already working through these matches very quickly. And in this match we have Ev Lexon, who's accusing Barack Obama. Not the president, Barack Obama. It's his brother, Barack Obama. This person, I'd be curious to see if they're already banned or not, because they actually got reported by, I think, 4 or 5 different people. I had downloaded a bunch of matches and I was like, oh, all of these people accused the same guy. And they were all matches within like the same hour or 2. But yeah, he's blatantly walling, tracking through the floor and stuff. Cheater. Wayfarer does have to go, so I think we will not have any more live bans, right? For the rest of it. But they will log them all and then ban them after, and then we'll get a total amount at the end or later that I can tell you guys about. But thank you for all the live bans and the support. I appreciate it. All right, quick match on house. I assume this one will be obvious because it's a quick match. My elbow hurts. In this match we have Nose Pass, who's accusing Murph Dope. And this one's in round 1 as well. They might be cheating. God, that sounds awful. Yeah, they don't have aimbot, but they have walls. Since we probably won't have any more live updates for the bans, I'm gonna just turn it off for now because there's no point since we won't update it. But 50 bans for the first like 80-ish matches is pretty good. And those were just the non-banned people. Those were the newly banned people. The amount of people cheating outside of ranked is crazy. A lot of people cheat in like casual and stuff just to work their way up to like ranked and then sell the account. Happens way more than you'd think. In this match we have Poached, who's accusing And it's in round 6. Wait for it, we'll get them all tomorrow. I'll stick around for the questions. Thank you, thank you. So chat, if you still have questions for the anti-cheat team, feel free to ask them. God, why is this so choppy? I know this will probably never happen because of basically like not technology limitations, but it would just be more taxing on the system as a whole. But I do hope that one day we get match replays from the server's perspective and not from any individual player's perspective, because I think this is the person who submitted it, their computer is just really choppy, so then this is all we see. I will say, from what I saw, not cheating, but it's hard to tell with how choppy it is. Oh my god, yeah. I don't think we're gonna gain anything from watching more since it's super choppy. Inconclusive. Is it true that the recent ban wave banned a lot of people for just queuing with cheaters? I would be actually interested to know if that's true or not. Because that would also explain why so many people have been claiming that they were not cheating but got banned. From what I heard, it was just that they finally started banning a lot of like DMA users, and then those people are claiming that they never cheated. In this match, we have Trazodone, who's accusing Mr. Bean in round 5. The threshold for banning people playing with cheaters should be 3 games in a row. 3 games is too little, because like if you're not paying attention, you could easily not notice that someone is cheating. Like if your teammate's just killing everyone, you don't see the kill cams, and you're not paying attention to it, you probably wouldn't notice. I'd say, I know it's high, but I think anywhere upwards of like 30 matches would be necessary. Because by 30 you should obviously know. Alright, Mr. Bean is cheating. He is locking onto people through walls. Cheater. Now we're on Emerald Plains. In this match we have Black Mass, who's accusing Clanew. How do I pronounce that? I think this is a case of a bad cheater. I mean, they're all bad, but I think this guy was so focused on the person way back there that he didn't realize that this person's right here, because then he aims right at him and then pre-fires him. Probably, I think this person was overwhelmed by the information on their screen and they didn't know who to look at, but they're cheating. You might not notice a closet cheater for a couple matches, but after 10 you're going to realize. I don't know. I think you need a lot. In this match we have Hers, who's accusing Tanashi and Beyonce. Tanashi in round 1, Beyonce in round 8. You would have heard them shoot. Oh. Chroma Streaks and Black Ice. Looked like they knew where they were. We'll watch more. Well, they did not see the person on the roof. I was gonna say, so far they only seem to swing when someone's vulnerable and nearby. I guess they would have been able to hear them drop there. I'm gonna watch round 8 for both of them. After today, are you still working with the devs on getting people banned for cheating? I always submit the matches that I encounter cheaters in, so I'm always working to get cheaters banned, but this is... I probably should have reiterated this a lot more at the beginning, but this whole thing where Ubisoft is going to be watching and banning cheaters for me is a one-time thing. They wanted me to express that a lot, that this is not going to be an ongoing thing where every single week for Hacker Replay they ban cheaters for me. That's not going to happen. This is more so just to be like, we want to start CJX, you know, off on a good foot, ban a lot of cheaters who haven't been banned yet, and, you know, express the commitment of the anti-cheat team. Because I know a lot of people give a lot of shit to the anti-cheat team, but they have done a lot. People forget how bad cheating has been. Because they only ever focus on the current negative. They realize, they're like, oh, cheating is bad now. It's like, bro, it was so much worse before. And cheating is always going to be a thing where, like, you're going to constantly have to make updates and constantly have to push against the cheaters. You're not going to just beat them. It doesn't work like that. Doesn't help that Siege is also a complicated game. In other games, it's super easy to deal with cheating sometimes because it's like, there's only certain things that the game can do. And then... that looked like a reaction as well. In Siege, because of destruction, because of gadgets and stuff, there's just so many possibilities. Didn't get any more kills. Honestly, I don't know if he's cheating. I don't think he is. And they accuse Beyonce of cheating, but Beyonce is 2 and 5. And that kind of looked like he looked at Callie, but I think he was just trying to aim at the door. Chroma streaks on both accounts, though. I just thought of a question for Adrian. So, there's a cheat where people can unlock skins. Would it ever be possible to get people banned knowing that they have a cheat to unlock skins by checking, like say in that game, they both had Chroma Streaks attachment skin, and then checking their account if it should actually have Chroma Streaks? Because I would assume that their online profile says, no, you don't have it. But then their local profile or whatever they use to get all their skins says, yes, you do have it. I wonder if there's a way to check that disparity and be like, hey, this person has something he shouldn't, and then ban them for that. I think that'd be an interesting way of approaching it. Alright. Match number 9 of Group 9. We have Gundy Buckets, who's accusing PJ122Y420. I do remember looking at this match because I was very confused as to how this person was cheating, because if I'm not mistaken, they end the match 1 and 4. But after watching it, I was like, I think they might be walling. I think they're just really bad. So chat, I need your input on this one. Yeah, it's 3 and 4. So currently 0 and 2. Is this play that they're about to make here not a little sus? Or is it just coincidence? We do detect the majority of unlocked cheats and we track the player inventory as you suggested. Oh. See, this is why I wouldn't be a good dev chat. I come up with the ideas that they already have done. Chat thinks that's sus. He also does one thing here that I was like, it's very loose, but I could see the accusation to be made. Honestly, I'm more impressed if someone ever determines someone's cheating when they have 1 or 2 kills. Like, That is impressive that you noticed that. I don't think I would ever... Actually, no, that's not true. I have noticed cheaters that are bad, but it's very hard to notice it. Bro, he just tried to EMP their own claymore. Where's this lobby? Do we think that that was coincidence, or do we think that that was malicious? Slash walls. Because it almost looks like he tracks him and then he flicks to the other side of the pillar when he realizes Vigil's going to come to the other side. But I can't tell if that's just lucky or what. Chat says that's walls. I don't have his real name, so I can't look him up. But I was like, I can kind of get the point, but I do feel like it was very, very small information. That's not the only one. Those are the only 2 rounds where that guy was suspicious, so we don't have much more to watch. In this match we have I Am Trash, who's accusing Dwight, Victor, and Bean, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yes, those 3. I remember looking at this, and I think it's mainly just Dwight who's cheating, and I think the other 2 are queued with him, because I'm pretty sure they have very little kills at the end. So Dwight obviously aimbotting slash walling. We know that. And then at the end, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, Victor and Bean only had 1 and 0 kills, so I assume they're just queued with him, probably getting boosted. Whether they'll get banned for that or not, I do not know. That is Group 9 done. Okay, Group 10. I use hacker in my name as a joke. Is it bannable? No. You will not get banned because your name says hacker. In this match, we have Kaloma, who's accusing Recruit 284 in round 1. So chat, we still have 3 more full groups after this. I don't know if we'll make it through all of them. I want to at the very least make it to 100. 100 matches was my goal. This guy's obviously cheating. So we can speed run through a few of these, but I also don't want to just rush it. Once we finish this group, we'll be at 99 matches. Because we had 9 in the first match. In this match, we have Split Person, who's accusing Tacos in round 1. So I want to make it to at least 100, and then maybe we'll do more, but looks like this guy is cheating. Yeah. Just get a little bit more, yeah. Just a little bit of extra proof. Alright, those are 2 cheaters already. These matches were just from last night, so there's a chance that they weren't banned yet, but we will get the final count at the end when Wayfarer messages me. In this match, we have Massive, who's accusing Luke's boyfriend in round 2. Pinging through the wall. Yeah, a lot of cheaters forget that when they ping, like, if you ping at a wall that's between you and the person, the people don't know where that person is. They just see where the ping is, and yeah, people are dumb. Okay, he was waiting for that long angle. Buck sounds like he bucked into game room, and Vigil, if I'm not mistaken, Vigil was shooting here when Buck broke in, or like shooting right after. So Vigil's not concerned about the Buck behind him until after he shoots at the ace. And then Buck pushes in, and then Vigil looks at him through the wall, impacts the wall, pushes him. If a Buck had broken in there, he could be there or he could be on the left, but the Vigil knew that he was on the right. That's cheating. 100%. I might be overly confident on that one, but I don't think I need to watch any more of it. In this match, we have... He put his name as DAI, which I assume is Damon Epic, but that's not the person who submitted it. It was Kuma, I think. So I assume his friend submitted it for him, or he got his friend's match. Anyways, he's accusing Bertha and Yi in round 6. So we got Bertha and Yi. So he jumps in as Fuse. Alright. So he is definitely walling. I wonder if he thinks he's subtle. Bertha looked okay-ish there. I think he tried to rush the Ella there, but just died. So not enough information on Bertha, but Yee's definitely walling. He literally stared at them through the floor and put the charge right above them. In this match, we have, it's pronounced Giuseppe, right? Giuseppe? I don't know. Who's accusing Dildo Fan in round 4. I got a message that said 6 of your reports have been used to ban cheaters. That was 2 days of playing. I am very happy that Ubisoft made that change, because back in the day when you used to report people, they were like, we can't tell you what happens to that person. All we can tell you is that we've received your report. And I was like, why? Just tell us. And now they finally tell us that people are banned. I think he's walling. I think he knew Bandit was there. Ah, okay. He does try to play it off as like a, oh, I didn't know. But that was perfectly lined up. One tap to the head. You can see also that Ash stops here for a second because she thought the Frost was going to swing. Yeah, no, they're walling. A lot of Blaine cheaters in these ones. I mean, I guess we've had Blaine cheaters in all of them, but I feel like the last 2 groups have been very, very bad for this. In this match, we have Blue Nyx, who's accusing Exovane in round 1. That could have been, like, predicted timing, you know? I've done that before. Someone shoots at you and then you shoot through the wall thinking that they're gonna go that way. Seems weird that he's shooting the window behind him for whatever reason. And now he's just sprinting through. Not worried about his safety? Doesn't quite look at the bar, but it's close. Was Rook fighting someone? Or Doc, sorry. Wait, who's shocking him? Oh, Maestro. What? Oh, Brava is shocking. Okay. So they might have communicated that they're below, which is why Zero would put cams on the floor to try to find the Rook, or Doc. I want to say he's overly confident, but he's not like perfectly aiming at him or anything like that, so I feel like he might just be dicking on a low level lobby. Exovane is an Emerald player who was previously Bronze, now has a 1.8 KD. I don't really want to spend too much time looking at this, but that has now made me a bit more suspicious. Oh no. For those stats, and in that lobby, if he's an Emerald, he should not be fighting in lobbies that are that, you know, easy. Wait, his headshot rate? What was his headshot rate? 90, 100, 90, 100, 90, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100. So his overall headshot rating is 98% with a 3.25 KD. That's right. He's cheating. Not even pros have that high of a headshot rating. Good job, chat. Way to catch that. In this match, we have Chief Freak who's accusing Wolf. And it's in round 2. So we're gonna have cows like Hercules. You know what the worst part is? I said I was gonna go rock climbing after this. It was like, I'm gonna need to get some energy out. And now I'm like, I just want to sit down. My body. Oh, he did get a kill here. So he jumps into boardroom or meeting. Wait, what was that? Is that a new cheat? He meleeed 3 times in one punch. Let me check. I want to make sure it's not leg. It doesn't look like it's leg. I have never seen that before. He 3 punches. This is a new cheat. What? No, the door wasn't prepped because you can see nothing on the barricade is missing. There's no punches. And then he does 3 punch. You can see it here. 1, 2, 3. Damn. Alright, well, he's cheating. I've never seen that cheat before. In this match, we have Highest, who's accusing LOL. LOL is, in fact, cheating. 100%. Don't even have to watch anymore. I want to see that cheat on a castle door. That would be really interesting to see. If you could just 12 punch or 9 punch a castle door really, really quickly. In this match, we have you, who's accusing 2 people, VLKS8 and VLKXS. 1 in round 1, 1 in round 4. What is that aim? Oh my god. Let me check something. Their K1A recoil here is interesting. They pull down so much, but I don't know if that's just because they switched from the SMG-12. The thing is, they don't really seem to be doing anything else that's suspicious. They're just running around. And honestly, even that kill on Deimos on spawn, it almost looked a little like normal. I don't know. I feel like I thought they were blatantly cheating, but I think on second thought, I'm like, maybe they're not. He does die right away in this round. He runs right past the person in garage. I don't know if he's cheating. But this person also got accused of cheating. That's a recoil cheat. Okay, so VLKXS is using a recoil cheat. Because, you could see it, like, fighting for its life, trying to get away, and it was just staying still. I don't think VLKS is necessarily cheating. I mean, they're queued together, obviously, based off the names. But the other guy's definitely using a recoil cheat. Which also now is making me wonder if the other guy normally has a recoil cheat, and then that's why his recoil was so bad on the K1A. Because he's used to having a recoil cheat, and then he didn't have it there. In this match, we have Brain Dead, who's accusing babidi.dma. I don't know if this person actually is using DMA cheats, but it would always be great to get them all live banned, since DMA cheats, for the most part, go undetected or hard to detect. It's fine. You can see them on drone. Keeps pinging where they are, but he did see them. He was very ready for that. I don't know. The droning... Wait, what was that recoil? Let me check. That was fine. The droning was fine. The intel was fine. Kind of looks like console. I don't think it's console, but I'll watch one more round just in case. I actually don't get a single kill. And in fact, they actually die. I'll check one thing more after this when they die. I feel like they might be walling, but being very subtle about it. Just want to see. Was the submitter Frost? No, they weren't. So I don't know. I didn't necessarily see enough, I would say. But I could see it being walls. Just because they kept pinging exactly where people were, but they did see them, or at least like encounter them in some way. So it kind of makes sense that they would know that they're there. But not, I don't know, it felt like to that level it was too much. I think I'm only going to do one more group. Because we are reaching 4 hours. And I think that has gone long enough. With this group we'll cross 100. And then we're going to do 109 total. Okay. Sound good, everyone? Because I don't think I want to do another 20 after this. I think we've reached our limit. In this match, we have Syrian Boy, also known as Yu, who's accusing Hanzo in round 2 and 4. I am surprised by how many matches we've had today, though, that were not cheaters. Just like people who... Because I reviewed most of these matches, and I thought most of them were blamed, but I didn't do like deep investigations. These ones I'm actually watching the round out. When I was writing them down, I would literally just like scrub to 1 kill and be like, is this suspicious enough? Sure. And then I'd leave it. So we've had a decent amount of non-cheaters, which is always good. Reaction time of a slug. This one did ping the yellow, but I don't know if that was him or not. That's fine. He pre-fired the Valk as he was about to see her. And then also, like, from the Valk kill went towards the recruit trying to get both of them. I think he's walling. I know he has a ping here and he's getting droned and stuff, but I think he's walling. I think he's just doing a decent job of trying to be more subtle. Like there. Oh my god, his aim is so bad. I think he's walling. Do the full 130. I just got a bunch of extra just in case, because I was like, what if we go through them very quickly? Again, it took me like 8 to 9 hours to get all these matches ready. And then I was like, I'm afraid I'm going to go through them all in like 2 hours. But obviously that was not the case. Looked like he was staring at them through the window, but Doesn't get any more kills this round. Oh. He left. Or no, he got turned into a drone. Oh my god. I don't know what happened there. I don't think there was enough evidence of cheating. He seemed bad, but he also seemed to just know where people were. I feel like that second round that we watched, like the round 2 that we watched, I feel like he was walling, but don't know if there was enough evidence there. In this match, we have Kaiser B, who's accusing Lucy 3. And we're watching round 1. This already looks like it's going to be blatant with how they're moving and aiming. Saw Legion's leg, but that was quite the reaction to it. He aimed at the person through the wall. Doesn't know the map layout. He aimed at the person through the floor. He aimed at them through the wall again. Yeah, he's cheating. Lucy 3, cheating. In this match we have I'm Wallet Warrior, who's accusing Sky, and there's also someone with a racist name on the blue team, who will also hopefully be banned. And this is just in round 1. He's trying to shoot the Aruni through the pillar with no intel. He's tracking perfectly as they fall. I think that's obvious enough that he's cheating, right? Don't want to have the racist name on the screen for too long. That was Border. No, we're on Villa. Ooh, I actually would like to know the answer to that question from Mad James. Are there any negatives to reporting a player every match? Does over-reporting do bad things? The reason I would like to know the answer to that is because Priest himself has told me that he'll usually report most people who, like, beat him or kill him. Or he told me for a while, he's like, I'll just report everyone. Because he's like, what's the downside to reporting? If they're not cheating, they don't get banned. If they are cheating, they get banned. So he would report everyone. And I was like, I think that's bad because it clogs the system. But in this match, we have you, who's accusing Spoit Team TM8-1. And we're going to round 3. This guy has Racer. Thinks he's probably cheating. Or is, no, that's Target. That's not Racer. Okay. Real Spoit? Yes, that is the real Spoit. I remember when he did that in the Berlin Major, when he one-tapped someone through the wall. Yeah, he's cheating. How would I feel if R6 added audio visuals like Fortnite has? I'm not sure how I'd feel about it. I personally would not like it because I feel like... I mean, I get the point of it, but I feel like it would be overly abused in Siege. Fortnite, I feel like it can't be abused too much. In this match, we have Jam Bombs, who's accusing Stompin' Jr. in round 1. He is walling. Famas, no sight, by the way. Yeah, he's walling. That's another easy one. And then we have Consulate, where we have Gazan, who's accusing Seji DMA. Stop and then Spoil, yeah. The real ones. We're watching round 2 for this. Our dev's still in chat. Adrian is still in chat, but Wayfarer had to go. We'll get a total count of the bans at the end, or like later. But Adrian should still be answering questions. Oh, yeah, there is one. Overreporting players is bad because it creates noise in our automated systems and manual validations. Only report a player when you're reasonably certain they are cheating. Alright, I'm gonna send that to Priest. So he stops reporting every person who kills him. Bro's just sprinting in. Not checking anything at all. He pushes up sprinting and then stops when Mute is right up against it. Pre-fires or like pre-lines him up. I'm gonna guess this guy is actually using DMA and cheating. He did see the Mozzie cross there, but then he's ready for the repeak. I'm gonna guess this guy is cheating. .4 KD in Emerald, previously Silver. Yeah. What's DMA? Quick explanation, it's basically loading your cheats onto a different device or hardware where the system can't detect it. Everyone always says it's two different PCs. I'm pretty sure you can also, like, the whole point of what DMA stands for, it's direct memory access. I'm pretty sure a big part of it is people loading it onto, like, their RAM, where the system can't detect it or some shit. I don't know. In this match, we have Stiff Sock, who's accusing Brian and Aura Farm. Oh, it looks like Aura Farm is definitely cheating. Yep. He's walling. Another evidence. Yep, there it is. And then Brian is cheating as well, apparently. Oh, he just aimed at Capital through the wall. Oh, he's cheating as well. Alright. Two cheaters in that one. Alright, last three matches. I think I think my throat is gonna give out. Don't clip that out of context. My throat is... My voice is raw. There we go. In this match, we have Architect, who's accusing Optimistic in round 1 and 5. He's looking at them through the ceiling. He sees Thermite run across, kills him. That's fine. Seeing the people through the ceiling, though, kind of sus. He's aiming his... So I think this is enough proof that he's cheating, but he's aiming high, and then when Thatcher drops and is backing up and getting further away, he keeps aiming lower and lower so that his aim is always at head level. And then he lowers it all the way as soon as he's about to peek. But he doesn't get the kill. I'm gonna guess this is just a bad player with cheats. I know you can tell that he's down, but he's also just staring at him through the wall at a down level. Here, he's also doing the classic, like he looks back and forth. He does the 360 to see where everyone is. He looks at the guy in gym. He looks at the guy in Logi. He looks at the guy in gym. Kills the guy in gym. Apparently, I also have round 5 as a suspicious round. 4K? What is that reaction time? His aim also seems really bad. He just stops. Who is this, Valkyrie? Valkyrie's just staring at a corner, aiming down, not moving to try to hide. But he doesn't want to push up. He's literally staring at her. Oh, Thermite's the one who downs her, and then he stares at her down on the ground, pushes in, kills her. He's walling. Also, you guys say you want me to keep going, but I don't know. It's been 4 hours. I'm sure the devs also probably want to do something else. I want to hold them hostage. In this match, we have Hinzer, who's accusing Bellix in round 1. He sprints up Waterfall and then... Oh, he's running Black Ice and Chroma Streaks. He runs into sight, doesn't check anything. He's just staring towards them. But he keeps looking over towards Connector. he's walling. He's walling. Are we at 100 replays yet? This is 109. I could add one more just to do 110, but I feel like 110 is a good number to end on, right? In this match, we have Mac Daddy, who's accusing Discordians, who cheats in round 1. You can see his leg. That was fine. Runs past, but looks back because Bandit is swinging. Kills him with the pistol. That was a reaction. Does kind of track him a little bit, though. Did he also just aim at him crouch level behind the half wall? He does. I think he's cheating just because of that lineup. And he also looked at that person all the way through the wall. Shoots the Jaeger because he sees him now. He's just tracking him across the boxes. And he tracks the castle. He is cheating. Please do 200. I don't even have 200. I only have 130. Or 129, rather. Alright, last two. Then we're going to end at 111. And then Wayfarer will let us know how many cheaters got banned overall. And then this video will be up on YouTube on Wednesday in case you missed it. In this match we have which one is it? Rodent, who's accusing SpongeBob in round 1. It's very convenient, or very considerate, that a lot of these cheaters cheat in round 1, so I don't have to load different rounds. And SpongeBob is cheating. Straight up tracking. Alright, that's 110. 111. The final match, chat. Before we end, I would like to extend my sincere thank you to everyone. That I appreciate you guys watching all of my hacker replay. I would have never guessed that this would have made it to episode 200, which is probably not great that it's lasted that long, but at the same time, content. I appreciate you guys watching, and also big shout out to Ubisoft for agreeing to do all this. In case you don't know, I approached the ComDev team with this idea at Rio, and they made it happen very quickly. The ComDev team helped organize it. Christopher Budgeon actually messaged Adrian about it, and then Adrian agreed to do it. So thank you to everyone who helped make this possible. We will find out, and I'll edit it into the video, how many cheaters we actually got banned, but I would guess over 100 because we've had a lot of matches with multiple cheaters and blamed cheaters, but we'll find out. For the final match of today, we are going to watch a Float Orc in round 1, and then Launch, however pronounce his name, in round 3. He's ready for Ella, just standing in the middle of the hallway. He's literally just sprinting through sight. Or not sight, but right next to sight. He's not checking anything until they're nearby. Was he doing that to confuse the Goyle? He stares at him through the wall, and then he runs back. Kills him. Oh, he did get frostmatted at some point. They had a ping. I think he's walling just with his confidence. He just ran in there like he owned the place. I'm sure I'll get to see something else from him in this round as well. In round 3, we have this guy we need to watch. I don't even know how to pronounce his name. We'll watch this one kill from a Float Orc. He sees him. That's fine. This guy's still AFK. He is just running in again, but I mean, like, I do this a lot where I just sprint into sight, so maybe he's just he's rushing. He's pre-firing through a lot of walls. No, okay, this guy for sure is cheating. He's on controller as well. Interesting. A float orc, I don't know. I'm like iffy on that one. They might be cute together. Although, actually I just realized someone chat mentioned something. Did he only start moving once Sledge died? He's on 2 accounts maybe? Oh. Hold on. He's on 2 accounts. This guy doesn't move at all because Sledge never dies. That was a good catch from chat. I didn't even notice that. And chat saying it's a person who plays on PC and on a console at the same time. Interesting. Well, they're definitely the same person and one's cheating. Or, I don't know how it looked like the console player was cheating more than the other person, but they're both cheating. Alright. Oh, that is 111 hacker matches reviewed, and I would guess over 100 people banned. I think only out of all of the matches we looked at, or actually, oh, I just realized that was only 110. I forgot I skipped another one. I skipped the one match because I was like, I don't want to waste time on this one. So that was only 110. Do I have to do one more? I think this one's a very obvious one, if I remember correctly. Alright, last match. In this match we have Fugma, who is accusing Who cheating. And this one should be very obvious. It is obvious. He is aimbotting. He is walling. He does not have hipfire cheats though, because he was missing a lot of shots there. And he's tracking the person through the floor and hunting them down. Alright, there. See, 111. We're done. Cheater. We're done. Alright. But again, thank you to everyone for joining for today. It was a great stream. I hope you enjoyed it. Here's to 200 more episodes of Hacker Replay, right? For Adrian's sake, I hope not. If we have 200 more episodes of Hacker Replay, then that might be bad. Yeah, thank you everyone. I appreciate all your support. Here's hoping that CJX is going to be better for cheats. From what I've heard, my hopes are high. I had it explained to me while we were in Rio how the new anti-cheat system is going to work, or like the new updates to anti-cheat system. And I believe it will do very well. I've talked about it before. I think on a theoretical level, if everything works perfectly and they do everything they need to do, I believe cheating will go down significantly because, here, let me go full screen. From my understanding, they're basically going to be able to just push a button and then update the game whenever they want. And then if they notice that cheats are getting bad, they can literally push it like every hour and just keep updating the game. And then cheats won't work because they're going to be out of date every hour. Which was eventually, that was the initial goal with QB, but I think this brings it to the next level. So overall, thank you to everyone. Thank you to everyone who submitted matches. I can quickly look while I do my thank yous about how many matches we actually got. Just for reference, in a normal week for Hacker Replay, I maybe get between 100 to like 130 matches. And I know for sure on Friday I got 130 just Friday. But yeah, thank you to everyone who submitted matches. I appreciate you guys helping me get this video done or this stream done. Again, thank you to Ubisoft for participating and actually agreeing to do this. I didn't think that the devs would sign on to do a hacker replay, but it's awesome that they did. Thank you for the ComDev team for helping arrange it, and as well as for getting the bands going. Thank you to you guys for watching. Thank you for all the subs as well. I think we got like 300 subs. All right, my Dropbox Chrome page literally crashed because it can't track how many matches were submitted. But yeah, thank you for all of the subs. I think we got like 200 to 300 subs, which is awesome. And yeah, thank you. Now, before we end the video, I want to give you a little bit of an update on the bans. We don't have a total number of bans for all the matches because, like I said, partway through the stream, the UB rep who was in charge of banning had to step out at 3 p.m. and the stream went on for like 4.5 hours. So we're still getting the final tally as they're going through the VOD and banning people. And whenever we do find out that final number, I'll comment it below and let you guys know on all my social media stuff. But what I do know is that we got a total of 58 in the 3 hours that they were there. I would guess that the total number will probably be close to 100, but like I said, I'll let you know when I find out. Thank you guys again for watching. I really appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed this special 200th episode.